Good evening. You know, I try very hard to be political or racially in whatever way. I try not to say blacks, Chinese, whites, Indians. I try not to do it like that for a reason. I am only coming across this information since I'm a law student and I want to be updated as to what is happening in the courts and around South Africa. I'm not just limited to South Africa. I'm international. I want to go all over the world, know what is going on because I study law, right? So I spoke of the Hewlett executives from one of the big companies, accounting companies, Deloitte. The very same Deloitte that was auditing Steenhoff. You remember Deloitte was auditing Steenhoff for the longest time, and they didn't. Yes, Steenhoff. We are talking. 3.5 billion. 2002 case. It's still sitting in the Devon High Court. It's not like it's not an old case. Look at the case of Senzo Mayo. It's been on TV forever. Case that involves infidelity, but it's what we are fed. We are fed that that's what we have to do. That's what we have to. That's what we are consuming, infidelity all day long, right? Okay, let's leave that. I want to say, people are saying, I'm more on the part of the law. Even when these judges are interviewed on television, the South African judges, the South African people in the law space, when they're interviewed for positions of being a judge, they still talk of the law of South Africa being for certain people as opposed to others. And they talk of the law of South Africa favoring the white people, the Indian people. You understand? So that's what people currently in the space are saying. You understand? So my point is, I want to hear from you. So what needs to be done when they say the law is white? It favors white people. The law, we're talking of the law. Because in the very same law, I've seen this with the Steenhoff case when Marcus Joste, Bona Busasa, it was also Kevin Watson, Busasa, they took their own lives. The cases, the executive of Busasa sentenced here and there, did not make big news, right? Right. You know, there's I posted this a long time ago. There's a case, Tembisa Matlala 2 billion Tembisa Hospital case was like starting those early stages. Western Cape, the scandal in the housing department. I think it is 1.5 billion, and another scandal in another government department, which also amounts to 1.5 billion. So there's a 3 billion scandal in the Western Cape that is not being reported in the news, and it's actually 3 billion, but they are saying it's 1.5 and 1.5. They never refer to it as 3. You understand? But this one of Bucket, they go straight for it as saying it is what's this? It is 2 billion hospital, Tembisa hospital scandal. You understand? So I want us to look at this from the point of law as South Africans, as I'm that is still studying in the very early stages and early stages of law and with a desire. I'm desiring to go forward with this. I've studied tourism, I've studied hospitality, now I'm studying go forward with this law and it be a part of my life. So now I'm entering into a space in which I'm saying it is not a secret that the people say the law is white. You can even explain to me what it means that the law is white. The South African law is white. What does that mean? For me to better understand, because I'm saying I'm a student, I'm learning, right? But this is what I see when it comes to cases of other races. They are out there. Everybody knows about them. Faces are all over. Everybody knows. When it is other races, we even know when people are arrested, their faces are not shown. People even know when the faces are not shown that it's a white person. It's a white person. People know that. You understand? So I want us to talk about this. Let's talk about this. This is what this channel is for me to engage with people and hear different opinions, because I learn so much. The people that follow me, people that comment, even if I posted something in a certain way, they will correct me. Oh, I don't even want to touch on the people that follow here, the people that comment here, but it is just people that know their things, that are able to put things into perspective for us to understand. You understand? So, yes, the law of South Africa is white. What does that mean? Yes, today I was at the deeds office. And I wanted assistance, and I don't know if I was not helped the way that I wanted to be, but the things of law and the people that know law, they will take you up and down, and now one has to take further steps to see to it that things are resolved in their favor. Imagine now I have to go to the deeds office. I was sorry, at the municipality for the longest time, not being helped, and you understand. So yes, so let us talk about this thing of the South African law being favoring other people. Let's not focus on who it favors, but let us talk of it favoring others. Yes.